Hey there, welcome to another Two-Wheeled Wednesdays. Today we're out on a training ride, but maybe I should pull over and we can talk. Okay, so today is another training ride. Actually, today is an intervals day. It's the first day of a big, hard 3-day training block. And in this video, hopefully I'm going to answer a couple questions. Are the next 3 days going to be productive, or are they, beneficial training, or is it going to be just suffering? I'm 68 years old. I'll be 69 here in a few weeks. Is a big, hard 3-day block a good idea or a bad idea? I've been working with Fast Cat coaching for almost 2 years now, and I've definitely seen my performance significantly improve over that time. I'm riding faster, I'm riding longer, I've got more power in my legs. Right now, I'm training for my first big event of the year, the Bogus Basin Hill Climb in Boise, Idaho. That takes place on July 12th. About a month from now. So we're doing one last big push, and then I'll start tapering in the 10 days to 2 weeks before the event. I guess by the end of this block, I want to see whether smart execution turns a hard block into a useful one, or whether poor implementation, bad judgment, poor recovery, and my ego will make it, more of an unrecoverable mess. So, let's find out. Okay, the plan for this block, for today, day one, the theme is quality. Today's going to be the hardest day, and doing quality work while my legs are the freshest. As my Fast Cat AI coach says, quality comes first. So in a 3-day block, quality is on the first day. For today, I'll be doing VO2 max intervals. 4 minutes on, 4 minutes off. I'll have a little bit longer of a break between intervals 2 and 3, but other than that, it's 1-to-1. 4 minutes on, 4 minutes off. It's gonna hurt. Here we go. 1 of 4. Okay, that's 1. Roll back to the start. Okay, here's 2. That's 2. Okay. Number 3. That's 3. Okay. Last one. No more for today. Okay, that's it for today. Now we just got about a 15-minute cool down, spinning easy into the wind. But taking it nice and slow, letting my body cool down, let my bloodstream flush out as much lactic acid as possible. Recovery is key. As soon as I get home and get off the bike, I'll have a high carb, high protein lunch. The carbs to refuel my glycogen stores for energy. The protein to help my muscles repair from the damage that I just did to them. And then a nice long shower with some stretching. And then what I found is key is to elevate my legs for at least 45 minutes. That helps the blood flow. Okay, that's it for today. Tomorrow we'll do it again. See you then. Okay, day 2. I feel pretty good this morning. My post-ride recovery routine worked really well. Today's route is going to be a little hillier, and that matches up well with today's planned workout session. Which, speaking of, today's session is 3 10-minute threshold intervals. So I'll be trying to stay within, my FTP, which right now is about 195. I've got about another 5 minutes of warm up to do, and then we'll be on it. Okay, here we go. Block number 1. That's 1. Oh man. Okay. Number 2. That's 2. Okay. About a minute and a half left before the third one. Yeah, yesterday was all about punchy power, VO2 max for short, 4 minutes. And today is more about sustained power and fatigue management. Fatigue management means to be able to stay within your zone and find a rhythm, settle into a rhythm that you can ride for 10 minutes or so. It's to ride smarter, not harder, right? With age comes wisdom. We'll see if that's true. was brutal. Now I've got about a 35-minute Zone 2 ride home. Talk to you in a little bit. Tomorrow's going to be a big endurance block. But before then, I have to get through my post-ride recovery protocol. And to recap from yesterday, it's basically 3 parts. The first is immediately a high carb, high protein lunch in this case, followed by a shower and some easy stretching. And then after that, elevate my legs, get my feet above my heart for at least 45 minutes. Headwinds both ways today. And if my eyes happen to close while my legs are elevated, yes, that's cool too. Okay, so we'll see you tomorrow. We've got a big ride tomorrow. All right, well, here we go. Day 3. Again, I feel just like yesterday. I feel pretty rested. I feel pretty good. My post-ride routine really works. I highly recommend it. The plan for today is for a 2-hour, maybe more, endurance ride. It's kind of a truth day, right? Can I still put in a good effort over a couple of hours at a decent pace? Or do those last 2 days of intervals leave me struggling? Let's find out. Okay, I'm about half an hour into today's ride, and sticking with the plan, staying with Zone 2. I can definitely feel the last 2 days of intervals in my legs this morning. They feel strong, they feel okay, but they don't feel as fast and quick and snappy as they did. We'll see how it feels in about an hour. Okay, well, we're about an hour and a half into the ride, and my legs feel pretty good. They took a little bit longer to warm up than I thought, so this last hour hasn't been too bad. So far I've gone 22 miles. I've climbed about 1,100 feet. My normalized power is 135, and my average heart rate is 117, which are both smack dab in the middle of Zone 2 for me. So that's pretty good. But I'm going to start heading towards home. The other rides this week were just about an hour long. Today's going to be closer to 3 hours. So, proper nutrition is key, not only for finishing this ride, but for recovery and for my next ride, which will be in a couple days. I shoot for about 60 grams of carbs per hour. It makes the math easy, 1 gram per minute. But I make my own gummies and drinks and even my own gels. There's a lot of advantages to making your own. I made a video about it a couple days ago, and I'll leave a link to that at the end of this one. You might want to check that out. All right, that's it. 2 hours and 38 minutes. I think that checks off that box. I'm glad I had this vest on along the coast. It was cold and cloudy. Okay, well, I think it went pretty well, and I think I answered my original questions. You know, if done correctly, if done with deliberateness, and intelligence, I left my pronunciation out on the highway somewhere. Even at my age of 68 years old, a hard 3-day block can be productive. On the other hand, if I would have pushed too hard on the rides the last couple days, if I didn't fuel and hydrate right, or if I didn't consciously stick to my post-ride routine, I'd have to spend the next week or longer on the couch trying to recover. All three of those things, sticking to the plan, eating and drinking enough, and resting enough, made the difference in this block. If I had failed on even one of those aspects, this whole 3-day thing, this whole 3-day experiment would have been a failure. So, that's my little experiment, you know? And thanks for joining me. Thanks for sticking around for 3 days of suffering. I hope you enjoyed it. I did, for the most part. Kind of type 2 fun at times. And I hope it helps you. I hope it helps you too. You know, it's a learning experience. You're never too old to learn things. Once you stop learning, that's it. Anyway, time for me to grab some lunch, a shower, and some stretching, and get my feet up. My same old post-ride routine. If I don't, I'll be hurting. And you know, it really doesn't matter if you train or you do crazy intervals for days in a row, or if you just ride your bike down to the store and back. It's all good, because life is twice as good on 2 wheels. Even with leaf blower Larry over there. Okay, we'll see you in the next one. Time to eat.